Hello everyone and welcome back to Hutan Pantai. I'm here with the last load of long planks for the temple. I'm gonna drop them off and we get paid 14,000 and almost 300. Now I do want to make my way back to the farm because we have a lot of goods to sell. And I want to take some mushrooms to the farmer's market. So yeah, I'll meet you back at the farm. Good, made it back to the farm. I can see we have quite a lot of weeds in our fields, so that needs to be sorted out. But look, we have two sorts of mushrooms. I think there one are enoki, another I can't remember the exact name. And I will also have to give some water to the greenhouses. So yeah, there's quite a lot of work to do. The mill is still running, and the highest price I have checked not long ago. Yeah, oyster mushrooms are the other kind. So rice flour, the best price seems to be in January, and it's quite good. You know, it's almost 1,100 of a difference, and we have a lot of rice saplings for planting, so that is also quite fine. And let me get my tractor. It should be here because I let the worker cultivate the field, and it is here. Good. I also want to sell this trailed cultivator because it's really not useful and it takes such a long time for anything to be done because of all the turning around and stuff. So I'm going to leave the cultivator somewhere around here, out of the way. Now, if I remember correctly, the time to plant rice is in April, so we have plenty of time on those fields. Yeah, this is gonna be good here. And I'm going to leave the rice flour where it is. I'm not gonna put it under cover or anything like that. But I do want to have the beacons on. So these are probably enoki, right? As I've said, on the farmer's market in the middle of the town, there are actual stalls that sell mushrooms, and all the stalls are basically empty, so I'm looking forward to filling them up. And it seems like I need to set the sensitivity on my joystick arm a little lower for the... Yeah, okay, I don't want to drive into the field. For the widening and closing of the pallet tines. Needs to be a little bit too sensitive at the moment. Yeah, this tractor, these Lindner tractors are perfect for telehandler work or front loader work. Because they have four-wheel steering and they are very maneuverable, and you can set them up, you know, perfectly for what you need to do. Oops. Okay. And yeah, I must say that in FS25 the pallet handling is way better than it was in the previous game, so in FS25 and in 22. Because now when you pick up a pallet, it actually goes up to the lower part of the pallet where the pickup should be. Because in the previous game, where you put your tines in, that's where that's where it will stay. So yeah. So I think this is big improvement on the handling. And also I've been doing some logging. There were some logs behaving strangely, but mostly logs are behaving like they should. They're easy to maneuver, they're easy to work with. They don't jump around as much as previous logs did in the previous game. So yeah, in my opinion, this has all been redone a bit, and yeah, I think it's a very good change. Oh, right, I forgot. I don't have manual attached yet. Yeah, and I must say I am really looking forward to all those mods that make game just a little bit more realistic. So yeah, one has already dropped. That's automatic indicator turn off. I love that mod because I am using indicators quite a lot, even though I'm mostly playing by myself. So yeah, if I go and check the greenhouse, you can see this is for ice saplings. It doesn't use any water at all, very little. And the mushrooms, yeah, they need more water. So I'm gonna refill the actual water tank of the mushroom place with our Japanese tractor, Aiziki. I have no idea how to pronounce things in Asian dialects, so yeah, please excuse the mess if I make one. And I seem to have forgotten to turn off the beacons on Lindner. Yeah, I'm much more proficient with Romanic and Germanic languages. Asian languages are a mystery to me, mostly. Okay, let's unload. And what does it look like? Okay, it's gonna fill it. Awesome. And the production is full. Okay, now I want to get... Yeah, first let me go and sell the mushrooms. And later on I think I will start dealing with weeds in our fields. And if I have some time I'm gonna be dealing with the fertilizing state. So yeah, we have plenty of work to do. And so little time to do it. The temple has everything it needs at the moment, so all we had to do is just leave it working, and it's going to be... And when the work on current stage is done, then we can go and check what the next required items are. Let me just car off the road a bit, put hazards on, and let me check the production. So sawmill, are we producing anything? No, we actually are only producing long planks. So let me deactivate everything. Actually, I should leave everything on, shouldn't I? Because probably we're gonna need everything at least once in the next building stage. So yeah, let's leave it running. And I will need to provide some wood shortly, I believe. Okay. Car going by, let's go. Now there is a one-way street system in this town, and previously I was going the wrong way like a madman, like a foreigner. Which of course I am a foreigner here. And those cars over there have the right of way. Okay, so we can now go. And now we had another yield sign. And now we have a red light. Oh man. Oh, Robin's Bakery. This is one of the productions we can actually build. Cool. And there is another thing I wanted to show you here. So let me carefully go to the red light. And the farmer's market should be this building on my left. Let me turn the icons on because oh, they are on. The unload. Yeah, I'll cut through. It is allowed for up to 7.5 tons. Okay, so Inoki, this is one of these shops, and here are the oyster shops. Okay, when I unload, these should be filled. Let me take the straps off. Good, so we got paid 6,000 and a little bit more, but yeah, I wanted to put your attention on this. Moving along. Really? Moving along. Ah, that's bad. Anyway, let's go and check the market, and it looks like the mushrooms are actually here. Fresh. Of course, they are very fresh. And look, these are the Inoki mushrooms. And here, Inoki mushrooms. So, this is perfect, you know, everything you deliver actually shows up in the stalls. And because we have delivered only mushrooms for now, the stalls are basically empty, but at least people can get fresh mushrooms from the farm. Good. Okay, I'll go back to the farm and I will then take our Lindner tractor because I think it's the most suitable, and we'll go and do some field work. Okay, I have found a weeder. It's not too expensive, it's 6,500. So I'm thinking of straight out buying it, but I'm not sure. I could buy it, I have enough money, but I think I'll wait on it. And I was checking out one other thing, and we have a byproduct from the sawmill. We get wood chips as a byproduct. There are 3 places that buy them. One is Animal Dealer, and one is the train station, and one is something else I forgot. But I can also build a heating plant, I think. So if I... Okay, let's take care of the weeder first. This is it. Buy it, lease, buy, lease, buy. Let's lease it because we don't really have space on the farm. So yeah, I was trying to show you construction, and if I go under selling points, we can have biomass heating plant for 36,000. Okay, I know land is not owned by me, but this is one thing we could buy and maybe build it straight at the sawmill, so we can then sell the heat to other residents of this place. Yeah, so that might be a viable option, what we can do with those wood chips, because I'm not sure what else we can do with it. And I suppose the heating plant is going to give us the highest amount of return, so we're gonna get paid the most. Alright, safely made back to the farm. Now let me see, do I have crop destruction? Okay, it does not destroy any crops at the moment, so the wheat must be young and still pliable. Are we clearing the weeds? I believe we are. Alright, let me do this in a time lapse and then we'll continue. Looking at our fields soil composition, it looks like all rice fields are already one stage fertilized. The rest of the fields are gonna need fertilizer, so I'm gonna spread on these two. The weeds should be taken care of, so I'm not sure why they are still here, because I went up and down. There shouldn't be any left, at least, you know, I was very thorough at the end, so I'm not sure. These two fields need lime. I didn't spread it, so I might get it done. And yeah, that's basically it. So I'm gonna exchange this thing for a fertilizer spreader. We have it on the farm already, we bought it. I mean, I bought it a few episodes ago. So yeah. Let me go into the vehicle tab and let's return. So we are leasing Gorin Spuler. Return, yes. And now I can put that fertilizer spreader that sits over here on. And I was thinking I actually won't need to spread any more fertilizer on the rice fields, because those fields are going to be fertilized at the same time as planted. Because that machine over there actually accepts fertilizer, so good. Okay. So how much of a reach does this have? It's a decent reach. Now let me check if this actually is changing the state. Okay, it is. Good. And the fertilizer is not going down extremely fast like it was in previous games, because sometimes, you know, you filled your implement and it was, you know, empty after not even one circle around the headland. So good. And because I can't really see on the ground what we're doing, I think I'm gonna have to rely on a bit of how wide I think the spread is. So I would possibly need only one pass down and one pass back up. Yeah, sounds about right. And it looks like one hopper is going to be enough for both fields, because this is the bigger of two fields we have planted with. Well, actually, I might have missed. Looks like I really have missed some weeds. You can see right here. It's very difficult to see when everything is as green as this, but it's fine. If I would put it on a worker, it would probably be done better. Are we good? Okay, there is a bit in the middle left, and I'm not gonna worry about that. Not gonna drastically change the outcome. But yeah, as you can see, this field is pretty clean and it shouldn't have any weeds in it. So I'm not sure. Maybe the weeders are made in a way that they don't actually pull out everything, which would make sense because, you know, there is already crop growing inside in the field, and if the weeder would be pulling everything out, then the crop would get pulled out. So I guess it makes sense. And as you might have noticed, on the right hand side I had a notification that a certain John Deere is on sale. That's also a mod, very recent one, of course. The game is not even a week out. Okay, let me check the map. I believe I'm gonna have to... Wait, what? Oh, okay, yeah. For some reason it didn't register that I was over with the fertilizer. But yeah, there's just a little spot over here, and done. Good. Now, there is a bit of an overhang in this building, so I'm thinking of putting the fertilizer spreader over here under cover. Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Okay, so with this, the field work is done. I need to tend to the sawmill because our wood source, or the wood input, is going down pretty fast. So I'm gonna have to do some more logging, and I'm not sure if maybe I'll just do the logging. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to say thank you for watching. I hope you had fun, and I'm gonna end on a time lapse of me loading a trailer and then dumping it in the sawmill. Before I leave you, let's just check how far the actual temple is. Okay, so it's slowly using up the materials. It has everything it needs. But yeah, it's still gonna be some time before anything is built and before a new stage is achieved. So is there anything happening? I'm not sure. It probably is. Anyway, let me go do that logging stuff, and then we'll continue. So continue the next time. So thank you all for watching. I hope you had fun. I wish everything good for you, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.